Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Set to throw on first. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check. Let's go one more. Check.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
44, Mike, 44. You better be afraid of me. You better.
On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie that stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? But if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Foles completes it to Lee. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Foles. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
He can't hang.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lee. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
He's going right at him. Yeah, Mike. He rush. What is he?
Foles. Got an open man. It's Fumagalli. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Fournette, a first down carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 1.
Drop deep. Back. Deeper. I got him. Back smart. I got him. Hey, go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Fournette. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Kill. Watch twist.
To throw is Brissett. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Second and long. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On first down, Dillon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Get in the weight room.
Fournette on the counter. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10. First down, Brissett. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And in the air once more, it's Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. Now Brissett. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
It's our time. He's coming. We got double up. Deuce. 44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Here's Brissett. Campbell making the catch. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Danny.
They'll throw now on the final play. His throw incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Out of the gun now on third down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. To throw, Brissett. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
I got you. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 41, Brissett. Complete to Hilton. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing. Brissett. He is going to find Hill here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Foles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Mack. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Brissett to throw on 1st. And this is going to be incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Jim. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
They're on 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Fournette. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Foles. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
We're going to work.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
All day, every day, any day.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 22. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Here's Foles. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Looking for Campbell downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll run on first down. Mack. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go now. Go to base. And what's the ball?
On second and 12, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Colts on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. From the gun, here's Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Here's Mack, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Staying on the ground with Mack. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run it with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. What'd you say, 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. What are you?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Lee. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They're going to look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Check 52. Kill.
On second down, it's Mack. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
To throw is Brissett. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Mack on the counter, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 2nd and 5 now. Brissett, and he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Results in a 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The open man is Shark. It's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And the Jaguars